Here's exactly why most editors stay broke. And right, most editors stay broke because of three main reasons. So the thing is, right, most video editors, right, we're gonna just use VE as an analogy, right, stay broke for three main reasons. The reasons that you guys are staying broke, number one is you guys have a freelance mentality, right? And that basically means you still think like a freelancer rather than an agency owner, right? In order for you to actually get to $20,000 a month, you have to change your mentality from this freelance mentality to one of a business owner and one of somebody who actually can think like an agency owner. So exactly what do I mean like that by that? The thing is, right, you're still charging per video rather than charging, right, a package, right, per month, right? And if you keep charging per video, you're just gonna be in a race for the bottom because, right, you're gonna be competing on price rather than value, right? And the more value that you charge in the market, right, the more money you can make. And I'll kind of explain that later down the line. But, right, the second reason is pretty simple. The second reason is that you have no lead gen system. You're still reliant on your freelance platforms, right? You're reliant on Fiverr, you're reliant on Upwork, you get some inbounds here and there when you post on Twitter, but right, you don't have a proper lead gen system, and that's causing you to chase clients every single month. And right, you're in this hamster wheel of, right, you're in this hamster wheel, sorry for my drawings, but like let's just say that's a hamster, right? You're in this hamster wheel of get client from platform, right? Submit project, get another client, and you go on and on and on instead of actually being able to build sustainable cash flow for your agency and for your life. But right, what you want to be doing is charging per month, right? You want to charge subscription models. The only reason you can actually charge per month is because, right, you are selling no value-based product, right? The reason like the video editing doesn't have any value to it is because, right, first off, it's a commodity, right? Everybody can give a video edit, especially with AI coming into play, right? It's super easy to replace a video editor, right? Then the second thing is you cannot guarantee results, right? There's no way you can guarantee views for the client. Therefore, right, you can't actually charge high prices. And number three is, right, it's just not going to do anything for the client. Like, what's a video edit going to do for me, right? It's just not going to actually help them grow, and therefore, right, you can never charge a high price. So how do you actually fix this and go from, you know, being this broke video editor to an agency owner such as myself who can make $90,000 a month, right, and charge 5 to 10 grand? And it's pretty simple because it comes down to a couple of factors, but the thing is, the real money, if you actually want to make money and you actually want to become wealthy and get rich, is, right, the real money comes in helping your clients get more sales, right? Because the more money you can make them, the more money that can come into your wallet and make you rich. Right. So the more money that, you know, you make them, right, the more money that you can get into your wallet and the more, you know, rich you can actually become and actually get to your goals, right? But the thing is, right, you can't do this if you rely on your old model. And let me tell you the difference between the two models, right, so that you can have a clear understanding of what to do. Right now you're in this freelancer model where you charge per project, right? You're charging around, let's say, 100, maybe 300, maybe $500, but you can never charge more than these prices because, right, you're on this, you know, hamster wheel of competing on price because, right, other people can offer the same thing that you do but for way lower cost because they live in Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, all the third world countries, and therefore, right, you're competing with them instead of actually being able to, you know your worth and also charge the prices that you want because, right, if you don't make money, right, you can't really pay the bills. And the thing is, right, with this old model, right, there's no consistency in income. There's no scalability, right, because, right, you can only do so many projects at the same time without burning out, right? And then there's no actual value to build a real business. It is not a real business. Video editing is a job, right, and always remain one. But what is this new model that I was discussing, right? This is the model that's going to help you get to 20 grand a month, right? This is the model that's going to help you live your dream life. This is the one that's going to fuel your dreams. Your dreams. All right, so what is this new model that I'm talking about? So the new model is becoming a content agency, but not just another content agency because, right, there are way too many of those. You're never going to be able to compete, especially if you are a beginner or you're looking to scale. You want to become a lead gen focused content agency. And by that, I mean you bring them more sales, right? You bring them more revenue, right? And you bring them more customers to their business, whether that be clients for their coaching programs, right? Whether that be more customers for their business, whether that be more walk-ins, right? If they have a physical product, right? But if you can do all of these, any one of these three things, right, you can make a lot more money because you're giving them a direct ROI on the service that you're giving them, right? And the more value you give in any sort of business, right, the more money you can actually generate because, right, money is just a byproduct of the value given to a market. And here's exactly how you're gonna make that shift. First off is choosing a niche, right? So this could be anyone from coaches. This could be a business owner. This could be an info guy, personal brand guy who sells some sort of digital product or any sort of physical product. Right? Anybody or anyone and everyone who sells some sort of product is your ideal customer. So, right, let's just have this as a product, P, boom. If you can help them market their product, right, you can make more money. Then next comes, right, what is next, right? After you know, okay, what niche you want to do, like what do you actually offer them? So here's exactly what you're gonna offer these guys. So let's then offer, right? So first off, you want to charge a retainer so that you can bring in cash flow every month. Because if you can charge every single month, right, you can actually build something that is sustainable rather than just another side gig. So what you want to do is create monthly packages to give to these people. So, right, here's an example, right? You could charge for 10 short form videos, 2 long form videos, thumbnails, right? That includes all the editing, the packaging, blah, 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 right? But you basically create a package, right? And you can charge anywhere from, let's say, $2,000 to $5,000 for this thing, depending on whatever result you can give them, because the better result you can give, right, the more money that you can actually charge for your product. All right, now that you know your niche, you know what your offer is, you know what your price is, right, how do you actually generate clients? Because, right, that's where most people get confused is, right, generating clients. So for this, you have to build a sustainable client acquisition channel. Client acquisition channel. Right, and by that I mean, right, you should be able to book 2 to 3 calls every single day, right, by sending messages, right? So this could be outbound messages like what we do, right? That means sending outreach on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, sending cold emails, right? But sending cold messages to people and telling them what you could do for them and how you can actually help them. Because at the end of the day, right now you're waiting on clients to come to you. But my friend, if you keep on waiting for clients to come to you, I promise you, you're never gonna make money because people are not gonna come to you, right? You always have to approach them and tell them what you do. But if you approach, let's say 50 people a day, right, you get 10 replies, right? And from those 10 replies, you're able to book 3 meetings, right? That means, right, 3 meetings into 7 is equals to 21 sales calls, right? Let's say you have a horrible conversion rate at 20%, right? 21 into 20%. My math is pretty bad, but that should probably be 3 sales calls, 3 closes, right? Let's say you close 3 people at a small retainer of 2.5K, right, my friend, you've made $7.5 grand that week. And the thing is, it sounds super complex, but if you have the right roadmap and you know the exact DM you need to do, it's so simple, right? And that's exactly what we teach you inside the coaching program, not pitching it to you guys. If you want, you can join. If you don't, you don't have to. But the thing is, we only work with agency owners already, doing well because, right, we can help them scale, right? And then after you generate clients, right, you have to build a solid team because you can only do so much work by yourself, right? You can only get so far as a single person. But let's say you have a team of 5 editors, right? And each editor is able to handle 3 clients, and that's what our editors do, right? One editor is able to handle 3 clients. Let's say he has 3 clients, he has 3 clients, he has 3 clients, right? 3, 6, 9, right? Let's say each of these clients is paying you 3 grand, right? Look, my friend, you're making 27K a month, right? Without having to do more work. You have to do less work, you have to do less fulfillment, right? All you have to do is actually manage the business, right? And once you manage the business and you build a proper team, right, you can start living your dream life because you have that time, location, and money freedom that you've always craved. Now that we've gone over, okay, what the offer is, what the niche is, what you're gonna be selling, right? What's the exact roadmap that you guys need? I'm gonna go over that right now. Because here's exactly how you're gonna go from a low paid video editor to a $20,000 a month content agency owner. So in month one, right, it's a 3-month roadmap that we're gonna be following. So 3 months. So the first month, let's break down the month by month. So number one, the first month, right, is, what do we actually do when you get started? So first off, you want to identify your ideal client, because you cannot just reach out to any and everybody, because right, what you're going to do is you're going to burn out very fast and you're never going to actually be able to get results. So once you have identified the client, creating the offer plus the packages, so anywhere from 3 to 5K a month, 3 to 5K. Then what you do is, right, you start acquiring clients. You start showing people, right, and you start telling people about your offer, because if you can get more eyes on your offer, right, you can make more money, and that's what we all love. And what you're gonna do now, right, is in order to actually get clients, you're gonna send anywhere from 50 to 100 cool DMs a day, right, and you're gonna try getting a response rate of at least 30%, because if 30% of these people can reply, let's say you send 100, you get 30 positive replies, right, you could probably book in at least 5 calls. Right, if you're going to have a good closing rate, right, you should be able to close at least one of these clients, right? But the thing is, if you break it down, it's so simple for you to actually make money, right? And you just have to systemize everything that you do and every aspect of your business if you actually want to generate the money that you want to make. So now that's month one, right? What does month two look like? Now that like you've done outreach for the whole month, right, you have 2 to 3 clients. You're probably making around 15 to 20 grand. Now we want to systemize this whole thing, because right, if you don't systemize it, right, you're going to go up and you're going to come down, right, and that's never a fun experience to be in, speaking from experience. So right, in order to systemize, you need project manager softwares, management software. So that could be ClickUp, that could be Asana, that could be Slack, right? But you want to have some sort of system where you can track everything and manage everything. Then, right, you're gonna hire a team, and then you're gonna outsource, the work that you don't need to do as a business owner, such as editing, making thumbnails, handling fulfillment, right? So that you can actually focus on what's important, such as sales and strategy, right? Because that's all you should be doing as a business owner, is focusing on these things. Anything else is just a waste of your time, right? And it can be given to somebody else, because they can probably do it way better than you can. You have to get that ego that you can do everything good by yourself. You can't, I promise you that. And number 3, in month 3, now that we've made it this far, right, is scaling. Everybody loves this, right? Everyone loves to scale, make more money, right? Now that you have your 3 clients, you're making 15 grand a month, right? Now the goal is to go from 15 to at least 50K a month, right? And that all comes down back to scaling. So what is scaling exactly? Let's, make this over here. So in order to scale, it comes down to a couple things, right? Just simply increase volume. The more volume you do, right, the more that you can scale. That means increasing the number of DMs you do, increasing your systems, right, making them better and optimizing, right, making sure that the results you get, actually speak volume, because the more results you can give, right, the more money you can make and the more clients that you can get, because, right, people are going to bring you referrals, and that's the easiest way to scale. And, right, now that you've scaled, right, you are making around 30, 40,000, maybe even $50,000 a month. Right, next part is pretty simple. So month 4, right? Now this is month 4, right? This is after you made the money that you want to make, but you want to turn this into something long-term, and you want to actually see it, work out for a very, very long term, right? You want to hire and automate, right? People say you can't automate a content agency. I believe they are wrong, that they don't actually understand how to run a business, right? Because I've automated my agency, so I have a lot of time. I barely work 3 hours on my content agency a day, and that's just me kind of reviewing things in the pipelines. But, right, you can work those same hours, right, if you automate everything. This means, right, hiring an outreach team, right? Because now that you've mastered the outreach, you can actually give it to somebody to actually outsource it. But only, please, listen to this carefully. Only outsource your outreach once you know it works, unless you have a 30 to 40% reply rate, right? Giving it to somebody is just fucking yourself, because at the end of the day, they're only gonna do half as good as you do. So let's say you're doing 40%, right? Max they're gonna do is like 20%, and then therefore your sales are gonna fall down, and then therefore your money's gonna go down, right? You're always gonna be in a loss. So don't do that, right away, right? Only do it once you master the system. But look, now that you've done everything, right, you're making $20,000, $30,000 a month. And the thing is, the thing that I see most editors make that causes them to fail over and over again is that they are like, we're gonna edit more videos, we're gonna make more money. That's where they're wrong, because at the end of the day, more work does not equate more income. Focus on getting sales and getting client results, because if you can generate more results, right, you can do less work for more money because you can charge more for those results, right? We went from charging around $8,000 a month to now charging over $15,000 a month and getting revenue shares, which pay us $20,000, $30,000 a month on top of the retainer that they gave us. So like just getting a couple of those clients is able to make you a ton of money and bring a lot of cash into your hand, right, while doing less work, putting less effort in, and actually building a business that you love working on. And the thing is, look, I don't want to pitch you because, right, at the end of the day, most people cannot actually afford a coaching program because it is very high ticket. But let's say you are doing $10,000 to $15,000 a month and you're looking to scale past the $20,000 to $50,000 a month mark, and you want a step-by-step guide on actually how to get you. And the thing is, I hate pitching my service, so I'm not going to be pitching it to everybody, because at the end of the day, we only work with content agency owners who are doing $10,000 to $15,000 a month, looking to scale past the $50,000 a month mark. So if you do fall into that category, right, there is a link down below, right, to hop on a call one-to-one with me where I run over the exact roadmap we would be using to get you to 50K a month, right? Go sign up, book a call, and I'll see you on that call. But as always, I'm rooting for you, I'm praying for you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.